巴西。2个愿望一次满足。
好，那我们就别说了，我们就准备开吃吧。
停止赛前练习，场上热身球员请回球队席。
美味可口，滋嫩爽口，爆料满口，日式照烧蘸。
好的，也要提醒现场所有的球迷朋友，在待会我们将要来进行关闭场灯的动作，也会让球场变得更加的有点昏暗。如果还没有进场找到自己位置的朋友，请尽速的找到自己的位置来对号入座。再麻烦大家配合移动的时候也要小心。 同时，如果有小朋友的，也要特别注意脚步的安全。那么，再来提醒大家，在今晚的比赛，除了邀请现场的朋友跟我们一起全程沸腾为勇士加油之外，也要来配合政府的相关防疫政策，请大家在场内务必全程佩戴口罩，而场内也是禁止饮食的。谢谢各位的配合。
好，现在请双方球员回球员席。
比赛快开始了，不要再滑手机喽，不然就把你手打断。
比赛要开始喽，赶快回座位坐好。
是的，提醒大家赶快回座位坐好，也不要再低头滑手机了。再次跟大家说声新年快乐！很好，都有拿到拍拍手，听到各位的加油声。那么在今天新年的第2天，还是很开心，大家用行动来支持台湾的篮球，一起来力挺台北富邦勇士篮球队。在今天，我们一样携手我们的好伙伴台湾大哥大，一起共创勇士最嗨新年城。一样，昨天的事就把它抛在2021，让它过去。 今天我们重新出发，整装上阵，继续来跟勇士一起拼战，一起秉持着台湾大哥大的精神 ，Open Possible， 能所不能。那在今天精彩的比赛开始之前，也要邀请大家拿起你们的拍拍手，马上就让我们一起来欣赏最美丽的表演，让我们一起欢迎富邦 Angel。
5월달은 토요일 밤 모여 모두 다 get on the floor tonight Dance on a Saturday night 그럼 모두 다 Welcome to my world Welcome to my world I pull it down 전화기를 들고 친구 불러 DJ는 drop 산소가 바닥날 때까지 춤춰봐 모두 멈추지마 뭘 좀 많은 남자들은 날 원하지 눈 돌아가 Cause I'm hot 넌 들어가 girl you're so nice 다분히 하품 나는 stop 그렇게 더네 멋대로 모두 같이 오늘 다 달려봐 분위기 살려봐 Come into my world Welcome to my world Oh welcome 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 to my world Feel me now 너를 멈추지 마 world 모두 다 welcome to my world 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 무너뜨려도 널 믿을 수밖에 없게 해줘 오아시스 찾은 캐리 난 네 옆자리 넘버째 Freak 따윈 잊었어 끝까지 가볼래 넌 날 반쯤 시간 만들어 You got me like crazy love 대체 네가 뭔데 미쳐 날려 기분이 up and down You got me like crazy love 나도 내가 out of control I'm getting let go I'm getting let go
再一次掌声，谢谢富邦 Angels。
现在介绍本场比赛双方球队登录名单。首先介绍客队新北国王队，这位主场球衣背号1号李迎峰，2号林世轩，3号陈俊南，7号林立人，背号10号简佑哲，24号洪志善，25号聂欧马，28号张文平。新北国王队先发球员 Starting Five 背号6号前锋杨敬敏，背号9号后卫李凯燕，11号后卫洪凯杰，33号前锋杨新志，40号 Number 40中锋 Thomas Wish。新北国王队总教练 Ryan Chen， 助理教练陈世念、许浩成、张可群，体能教练张崇基，防护员邱博凯，数据分析师林振宇，球队经理洪志虎，总经理 GM 毛家恩。球迷朋友们，全新的赛季，我们将以卫冕目标迈进，相信自己没有极限，相信队友，相信教练，相信球迷朋友们的支持力量，相信富邦勇士无限的可能。今年也再次打造热血沸腾的勇士主场。
To prove it, I'm ready to do it, I can't be afraid now. Put me on the stage now, I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out. So what are you afraid of? The feelings are made up. Get in the game, your moment of fame, so then what you made of. It's time that we stand up, it's time that we man up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. This time, like the last time.
球迷朋友们，你们准备好了吗？现在介绍地主队台北富邦勇士队本场比赛登录名单，让我听到你们的尖叫声。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔，球员出场，球衣背号0号后卫 Number 0 Edgar， 蓝洋小跑车赖廷恩。背号2号后卫 Number 2 Edgar， 优质射手简伟如。背号8号后卫兼前锋勇士队鲑鱼 Number 8周桂宇。背号12号小前锋的 Small Forward Number 12野兽林志杰。14号小前锋的 Small Forward Number 14本土洋将蔡文成。背 背号21号，中锋205公分 ，Number 21 at center， 酷帅高冷曾祥之。背号23号，前锋 Number 23 at forward， 上周最佳球员的 Smart 石伯恩。背号29号，小前锋 Number 29 at small forward， 勇士新战力张根玉。下面为各位介绍先发5人 ，Now the starting five， 背号1号，后卫 Number 1 at guard Joseph 林书伟。背号17号，全能前锋，元年 Final MVP Number 17 at forward Michael Singletary 辛特利。背号13号，大前锋 The Power Forward 我梦林梦雪。背号32号，中锋211公分 ，Number 32 at center， 元年最佳洋将小夫塞瑟夫。最后出场介绍的是背号3号得分后卫 ，Number 3 The Jet， 台湾喷射机张宗宪。总教练 Head Coach 许晋哲。助理教练Assistant Coach 吴永仁、张志正、林伟浩、魏维，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林武章，助理防护师彭玉明，领队基任 Chris 蔡成儒。中球员先礼后兵，场中相互握手致意。
好的，想要勇士手中的礼物，你们热情在哪里？让勇士知道礼物丢向哪里。好的，送完礼物的勇士们也帮我留在场中，我们要来跟我们今天在主场第一次交手的新北国王来一张纪念的合影，同时也再一次邀请双方2队的队职员来到场中央，我们2队的队职员教练团一起来到场中央，这是今年本季在主场勇士主场第一次交手新北国王。所以我们要来拍一张我们的纪念合影。再一次有请2队的队职员来到场中央。好，我们再稍微集中一点好吗？稍微靠近一点，往中间做集中，谢谢。好 ，OK 吗？看向正前方，先看正前方，先看正前方。好，目光帮我看向左手边，左手边。好，再来最后右手边，右手边。好，谢谢，让我们再一次掌声欢迎2队，同时也要进行比赛的最后暖身时间。好，那么球员在暖身，各位现场的朋友，我们也要来为我们自己的应援来。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. The New Year's weekend blowout continues here in Heping Gymnasium in Taipei. Hope you're ready to get 2020-22 started off right. Welcome to Game 2 of the Plus League MRT Series. It's the new Taipei Kings up against the Taipei Fubon Braves. I'm Ryan Chen, your English play-by-play, and joined once again by Kuan Lee on color. Hey, Kuan.
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
After losing to the Lioneers yesterday, the Braves fall to 4th place in our 16 league. And the Kings now sit tied at 2nd place with the Formosa Taishin Dreamers. And of course, the Pilots and Steelers waiting on their chance to break into the top half of the Plus League standings. Taking care of our Mandarin broadcast, today is on the left, Chen Wang Xinkai on color, and Mark 田宏奎 on the right side。球迷朋友，你们找到英文的转播，要看中文的转播，当然按中文的转播连接就可以了。So far in the season, Kuan, the Kings and the Braves have matched up one time back on December 18th. That was a Kings victory, 109-102. Good performance out of Lee Kai-in and Thomas Welsh. J.O. does 10 points in the fourth quarter. A little bit odd to see the Braves being outclassed in the final frame.
I'm sure the Braves weren't expecting that and is definitely looking for revenge for today's game. And I think one thing to look for on the Kings side is that Thomas Welsh hasn't played in the past 2 games. And, well, they fought well even despite his despite him being injured. But I think having him back today is going to boost morale and probably give him a fair chance to beat the Braves as well.
We're getting a recap of yesterday's action where the Braves fell to the Lioneers for the second time in 2 seasons at home. It's a rare occasion, but the Lioneers played better defense. And we see now on the screen when they're winning the game, the Braves defense is the most important factor, probably with almost every other team. There you see, though, on the 3rd row, turnovers. 22 in their losses, 11.7 when they win. And the points off of turnover is also a big thing. Taking care of the basketball, of course, important for every team. But yesterday, the Lioneers actually double-teamed the ball handler a lot, creating a lot of pressure. And the Braves, still working guys in and out, weren't able to handle it very well.
Like you said, either that's full court press or trapping players at the 45-degree line. The Lioneers did a good job trapping the Braves and creating easy second fast break points. And if you look at all the 3 losses in the Braves games this year, all of the games they had 20 or more turnovers. So that is certainly a stat to look out for.
And also yesterday, Kuan, you noticed a 30-point plus performance by Michael Singletary, but no victory. It is a rarity.
Yep, that is the first time the Braves has lost when Singletary scored 30 or more points. And that is actually his 3rd 30-point game this year already, surpassing his two-time mark already from last season.
All right. Like we said in yesterday's broadcast, maybe an early contender for import of the year, but up against the likes of Thomas Welsh, we'll see in this game, very popular figure for the Kings, and also Sim Bular. But yesterday, a record performance by Nick Faust, 45 points, is a new Plus League single-game record. On screen now is Joseph Lin. Another start in this evening's game, along with his good buddy Jet Chang. But Joseph Lin kind of turning up the scoring in this season a little bit more after last season, hampered by some injuries. Started off the roster and now being a consistent contributor for the Braves.
Talking about guard play, going back to yesterday's game, the Braves also opted to play a lot of the guards instead of forwards like Ling Mengxue or Fubon down the stretch. So it'll be interesting to see how they operate or balance out the guard and forward play.
Joseph Lin averaging 13.5 points in the second season after 9.4 last season. But the 3-point percentage is not working in his favor, only 14% after being an above-average Plus League shooter at around 35%. Yesterday's game, 21 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals. But of course, we mentioned his other backcourt mate for the Braves, Jet Chang, Zhang Zhongxian, only a 32% field goal shooter after last year, 41% in his MVP campaign, but a plus 26 overall. His defensive value is still very important to the Braves.
Yeah, going back to his offense, even in the game the Braves and the Kings met up on it was December 18th, Jet had 20 points in the loss, but his shooting percentage was 28%. So that's something he'll have to be on the lookout for.
One last note about the Braves: Igor Zaitsev is in the lineup, and still a 17-point per game offensive player and 11 rebounds per game, but not as dominant as we've seen last season. But a lot of that is matching up with like Sim Bular and having to rotate along with Samuel Degar. But on the King side, let's talk about Thomas Welsh, plus 33 on a team that is -4 overall. So his impact has been tremendous for them. They received the 3 officials for the Game 3 referees, crew chief by Chen Hongming there in the center. Thomas Welsh also stroking it from outside, with a three-point range, he opens up the entire floor for the Kings.
Yeah, offensively, I think Welsh is a direct counter to Zaitsev, who himself is also a stretch big that can operate from beyond the three-point line. And defensively, Welsh offers a combination of size and mobility that is pretty rare to see in 7-footers.
The Kings, of course, known for their guard play. They currently have the highest free throw percentage, about 72%, and highest steals per game at 12.6. So trying to jump the passing lanes, cause a lot of turnovers is going to be their emphasis for against any team, but especially like you mentioned, how the Braves end up losing their games.
Be on the lookout specifically for Kyle. He is going to be the primary disruptor on the backcourt.
But of course, defense important for the Kings as we see their starting lineup from left to right. Thomas Welsh, joined by Yang Xin, number 33. Kyle Lee Kai-in, number 9, joined by rookie Hong Kai-jie, KJ, number 11. And of course, the leader on the team is Amigo, coming over from the Dreamers. For the Braves, a pretty common starting lineup. Yura Zaitsev on the left, then Rimong Shi, Ray, followed by Singletary, Joe Lin, and Jet Chang. The starting 5 for the Taipei Fubon Braves. Amigo, in particular, is second in three-point attempts this Plus League season, but 36%, much higher than his 27-28% last season. He is left taking a lot of the difficult shots, but hitting at him a higher clip, so a big factor in the Kings' hot start with their 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, we were joking pregame that Amigo only makes a shot when the shot is defended well, but he's also the only domestic player currently that is averaging 20 points per game.
Well, I was left off by talking about defense. The Kings do allow the highest overall opponent field goal percentage at 41%, but also commit the lowest number of fouls at 16 per game. Part of that goes to their defeat against the Lioneers, allowing a lot of points and 15 of 15 shooting by Sing Bular. But starting things on the defensive end is how all these teams in Taiwan get energy. Coach Ben often talks about every team wants to go fast. If it's not working, go faster. If it's working, keep the pace up. Starting on the defensive end is the key there. Good to see Thomas Welsh. Got a shortened haircut, too. Returning to the Kings lineup after dealing with back and hip issues. Kind of the stresses of playing in the Plus League game, especially as the lone import for the Kings in the early goings of this season.
Yeah, you wouldn't want him banging with Chen last game when he still had the back injury. Good to see him back on the floor.
The Dreamers, the Braves, often rotating Yura Zaitsev and Samuel Dugara, but Michael Singletary has been the mainstay. Thinking of Zaitsev's play, guy that provides similar flexibility, offensive, defensively, also one of the smartest defenders out there. He often blocks shots on the perimeter too, as well as get up on pick and roll action. We'll see the kind of change of styles, quite frankly, especially against teams not the Lioneers.
Yeah, like you said, interestingly enough, Zaitsev won import of the year last season. Was pretty much the #1 option in the import rotation last year, but this season, like you said, he's been alternating with Diguara depending on the matchup.
So speaking of fourth quarter disappointments, last night the Braves got it close, but a missed 3 by Jet, and then a couple missed free throws down the stretch. They didn't miss much in the game, but it led to the Lioneers holding off the Braves, who got a chance to go 1-1 on the weekend homestand. They're in their Taiwan Mobile jerseys, while the Kings in yellow. Kyle to Thomas Welsh. He'll fire for the first shot of the game. It's bouncing out.
Can't make ATOs on target. We can't get them.
Joseph Lin getting the Zaitsev screen. Backdoor to Singletary to Zaitsev. Nice tic-tac-toe there. First points of the game belong to the home team. Eagle on the handoff. Finds Yang Xinzi, former Brave. Misses with that shot.
Well, he's also one of 4 former Braves on the Kings.
We'll get to the other guys as we go. There's a missed shot. He's trying to get on the board. familiar sight for the Kings. They like to play 5 out, even with their centers. Welsh, another attempt, still off the mark. Now Singletary on the break. He'll try to fire from 3, off iron.
The Braves have opted to have Singletary do one-man coverage against Amigo.
Missed, close one by Yang Xingzi. So Kyle will fire for 3, and it's in and out. The Kings already had shoot around yesterday, so it's not a rim that they're completely unfamiliar with. Here's a missed shot by the Braves.
Go through.
Now KJ with Joseph on him. There's another block shot.
All over his arm.
Joe had one yesterday on the perimeter. Now he's driving to the basket. Floats it out to Ray. His deep 3 is short. Now Lee Kai-yin will flush down a 3. First points for the Kings. Foul called on the defense. To recap that last meeting they had, Lee Kai-yin. Kyle had 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, 6 steals. Fantastic performance. First game of the weekend before the Kings defeated the Dreamers on Sunday. Really impressive homestand as Lee Mengxue finds a crease and scores 2.
Lee Mengxue is awesome off the catch down below.
Guy very familiar with the Braves system. Back in the starting lineup after Ben Smart got a couple starts himself. Amigo with a tough 3. It's out, and Zaitsev with a good box out. With a break, Jet lays it out. Good defense by the Kings. Now Singletary fouled and one. Has not missed a game yet. Putting in the work early.
Also currently the scoring leader in the Plus League Season 2, over 26 points per game.
Last year's scoring leader was Anthony Tucker, I believe 27 points a game. Singletary at the line, completes the 3-point play. In yesterday's game, he was a perfect 10 for 10 from the line. Amigo off the curl, got Singletary on him. Baseline, a little crease, puts up a tough one, and Zaitsev, another tough rebound. Here come the Braves. Goes out of position. Get it back for another baseline 3, and off the side of the backboard. Might want to try it from the other corner of the court. Amigo looking for Welsh, got the mismatch, and it'll be a foul, and they count the basket.
This is what the Kings missed most from Welsh over the last 2 absences. Easy basket, easy opportunities from the low post.
So he'll go to the line. Makes it, so it is a 1-point game. Here's Jolin and Zaitsev. Foul from behind, it seems. That might be Kaije's second.
Oh, it's on Welsh.
Yo, Tom.
Good catch there. Hong Kaije has started all the games for the Kings as there's a made basket. Now it's Welsh and Kaije on the right side. Xingzi with a spin move, tough lay-in. He's had a interesting return to professional basketball in the preseason, matched up against Igara, then having to try his best against Bular. This time, maybe in the more comfortable number 4 position against the Braves with Welshin.
Yeah. And he's also the second guy we talked about who was a former Brave.
Joseph Lin putting on the dribble moves. Off tempo layup is in. Braves with the lead as Kyle. Partially blocked shot. 2-on-1 for the Braves as Singletary pokes it back in. There's that pace again on the block shot. It's one of those that are almost like turnovers. You block it on the perimeter and there's nobody back. Jet aggressive. Kings keep it. Migo got bumped on his way to the basket. That'll be our first break in the action for a TV timeout. Fans, thank you for watching this Plus League broadcast. We'll be back after a break. Braves have the early lead. Like the stream to broaden our audience on YouTube. You guys in the arena is on the left of the screen. That's Taylor Braun. Finally arrived in Taiwan and made his Plus League debut. The guy in the center, if you could say so, is Anthony Tucker. Played with the Dreamers last season and then with the Steelers currently. Sitting next to Charles Chen, our boss. Plus League CEO. As we see Joe Lin put on the moves. That's a shot that's kind of getting more and more popular, Kuan, is the off-timing push shot in the lane.
It's also been his bread and butter, getting off the layup right over the big.
Migo at the line off the Michael Singletary foul. Last night we heard probably the loudest Hoping's ever been to try to distract Simbular at the line. A little bit more subdued for Amigo in his first trip. It was the Kings' first time playing here at the home of the Braves. Jolin now working to the right side, takes an elbow jumper and hits. Maintaining a lead. Excuse me, the Braves maintaining a lead that the Kings want to cut into as KJ with the rainbow.
We were talking about how KJ operates best besides Kyle because he plays more like an off ball at a 2 spot.
Pick and roll and Monsher lays it in with the left hand. Good find by, was that Jet? Sometimes the easy things work. Jingzi looking for Amigo on the cut. It's going to be Welsh's 3, and he hits one himself.
Finally connects after 3 tries from the same spot.
We made 3s for the Kings as Joe Lin misses that floater.
That's a rare miss.
Now another deep shot, another deep make. This time back to KJ. Singletary will try to answer, and he slashes that one down from the left side. Good sign for the fans, as yesterday we had a high-scoring game, and so far so good in this one. Migo working on Singletary once again. Got his paws on it, and it's a turnover. Numbers for the Braves as Jet flies to the rim. No resistance by the Kings back. But the Kings try to counter. It's Amigo on the bump, missing the layup. Zaisev fouled on the rebound, fouling on the rebound.
Well, what did you say? Right after a made basket, usually the team goes faster to create easy opportunities to counter.
Another look at the good defense by Singletary.
You got shooter.
Jet with the lay-in. He's got 4 points. Number 10, J.J. Janota is in and on the corner. Brendan Smart there pressuring the basketball. He's subbed in for the Braves.
The Kings have already taken 8 threes. It looks like with JJ coming in, they're doubling down on their approach.
Kyle rejecting the screen. Will take the mid-range. Foul from Zhongshin. Well, Thomas Welsh, not a player that will have a lot of possession at the top of the key like Zaisev or maybe like Lidoe, but a screener that the Kings use on ball screens or on the weak side.
He is more of a pick and pop option more than anything.
And career stats for Kyle Lee Kai-yin, only 6.4 in his SBL career, but so far 15 points per game in the Plus League. He was a good candidate for Plus League MVP in the early goings, of course. Of course. We have a long way to go, fans. Zaisev with deep positioning, but Welsh had his hands on it and it'd be basketball on the floor. They finally call a jump ball with 3 players involved in that dog pile.
Well, you were talking about Kyle's offensive game. His rebounding and assists are also up there. He's also the only domestic player that averages above 15, 5, and 5.
Getting into those
the ESPN stats.
Those 5 numbers.
Yep.
That audiences around the world seem to really dig. Substitutions as Ja Zogui is in the game. Number 8 for the Braves. Had that scary fall in Xingzhuang. We also, seems like we have injury to Thomas Welsh that he's got to patch up. Got bleeding on his shin. Yesterday's game, Zogui was a DNP along with number 29 Jackie Zhang Genyu for the Braves. So Omar will come in his place. Nioma, one of 5 rookies on this Kings team, also from Zhenzi University like KJ. He's guarding Singletary.
That is a tall task.
Zaisev attacking Omar immediately. Hits the runner. All domestic players for the Kings. Migo off the curl. Now the ball screen will take the deep 3 and got it. Joe Lin putting the moves on JJ. It'll be a smart corner 3. The youngster hits his first shot.
Maybe Amigo would like to close out a little more next time.
Going to the basket. Now to Omar. Amigo. Brendan Smart with a good defense. It's KJ with Singletary in his face. That would have been an impressive feat. And now Braves with energy. Singletary to Zaisev. What a find. That's a such a pretty dime. Two imports who weren't very familiar with each other, playing together last season. Deep shot by Kyle. As the Kings are hanging in there.
The shot selections between the two teams are really stark right now. If you look at 11 to 5.
3-point attempts in favor of the Kings, if you can say so. But the Braves trying to build on this 3-point lead. Smart, another three. This time it's out. Just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Omar falls down and stalls the Kings offense a little bit. Now Amigo to the basket. Out to a teammate, and JJ misses her first three. Here come the Braves. Aaron pass. Numbers for the Kings. KJ from the left side misses off iron. Braves not punished on that missed opportunity. Joe Lin looked like he airballed that one. And immediately coming off. I don't believe he's had any rest in this one. Replaced by Beast, Lin Zijie. 16 points in his return, though it didn't start off that encouraging for the veteran player of the Braves.
He really turned it on in the second half and made it a close game in the fourth quarter.
Along with number 2, Lewis Jianwei-Lu. Full-length leg sleeve. Welsh on the roll, floats it in. Not enough help from the Braves on the help side. Currently Josh running the point. That's the role that they were working with earlier. He'll fire from 3, leave it short. Smart to Steve-O, who saves it back in bounds.
Super quick reflexes.
Mason, former Brave, takes a 3 and he got his. So I believe that's 3, if not 4 former Braves, as Beast can't answer it. Lewis had a chance, but no rebound for the Braves. Steve from the left corner, his shot halfway down and out, from Mason there for the rebound. Kings with the lead thanks to the 3-point shooting. Kyle to the basket, too easy.
One stop, one stop, one stop.
One possession for the Braves, but you got to keep track of that time. Beast through the middle, loses it. No shot for the Braves, and JJ almost hits the half-court shot. In the back and forth action, the Kings take the first quarter lead. Braves still finding their legs, finding their pace on the back-to-back. We'll go to the break for more Plus League action coming your way.
再一次掌声，谢谢富邦 Angel 以及 Beer。好的，也来快速的跟大家介绍今天跟大家一起的应援阵容。Angels 有我们的东东，欢迎，还有我们的 Jessie， 还有我们的丹丹，好，还有我们的 Amber， 以及友友、玉花花、杰米、颖儿，欢迎他们！也再一次要邀请大家跟我们继续为勇士来加油喽！谢谢。
Did you miss out on the Porsche Player of the Month vote? Follow the Plus League on Instagram, p.league.official, Facebook, p.league with a plus symbol, and Twitter at p_league_en to have your say. Yes, that's right, fans. You help determine the award winners in various Plus League awards. 3 pointers for the Kings, leading to their lead. 7 in the first quarter is a high mark in the lead. As JJ hits his 3-point shot after missing the half-court buzzer beater in the first quarter.
Of course, JJ is the most prolific 3-point shooter on the Kings.
Beast thought he got fouled in last possession. This time passes it off. Zaitsev, foot on the line. Bounce it out, and Smart able to out-muscle 2 Kings defenders down there for the basket and one. And there's Hong Zisan's debut in the Plus League. Unfortunately for him, a foul. He was a former Brave. Smart knocks in the free throw. I talked to Coach Marchand pregame. While maybe a guy like number 2 Ling Zixuan, the rookie, in for defense. Venti, they call him. Hong Zisan provides a little bit more offense. JJ, tough shot, and Welsh smacks the rebound back. Rewarded with a post up. He's gonna find a teammate. Working with Venti. No looking pass. What a beauty. Easy lay-in for the UCLA grad. A lot of assists in the early goings. 8 for the Braves, 7 by the Kings. Beast. Errant pass, and here come the Kings. They're going to set one up. Hong Zisan left alone. Will lay it in with the left hand. After his foul and one for the defensive side, getting involved with consecutive points for the Kings.
Off to a good start in his PLG debut.
Smart will take a 3 from top. It's to the right. Steve-O's in the game. He pushes up ahead.
Look at how many shooters the Kings have on their squad right now. 25 out.
Steve-O to Welsh, takes the elbow push shot. Got his own rebound back. Smart. Not enough resistance, and an easy basket. Lead to a timeout as the Kings jump out to a 10-point lead. Braves call a timeout, and it'll be our chance to catch our breath from this Kings relentless attack. Stick with us. More Plus League on the way. Some young fans in the audiences taking on this Plus League game. Fans, next week, another 5-game weekend. Dreamers host the Braves on Friday night, then the Lioneers and Kings are the home teams Saturday and Sunday. Well, the Kings present a very balanced attack. Kuan, you got a very impressive stat by some of their top scorers.
Well, like I said, the Kings have, well, Kyle is currently at 9 already in the first quarter. And but if you're looking at a season, Amigo is the only player that has scored over 20 points per game as domestic.
They actually have 3 players in the domestic top 10 in scoring. Add JJ to that list. Lai Tingan, number 0, is in for the Braves. Beast with a banked-in three. That's his favorite left side. Fans know it well. I don't know if he uses the backboard that often, but when you're as experienced as Beast is, some of those fall for you.
We give him the benefit of the doubt.
Double screen, Mason to JJ in the corner, and he's got an answer for them. Braves giving Singletary some early rest. So Beast with a sidestepper almost got that one, and another offensive rebound from Smart. Lighting up will hit his first shot of the game. JJ with some space. Welsh fire away from three. That one's no good. Beast passes it off, and it's Zaisev trying to find some help. He'll take the shot from the right side this time, and it is no good as well. He prefers the left wing threes.
The Braves are slowly catching up on three-point attempts to the Kings, 14-19.
Mason with Smart, not contesting the shot, and it's another made three. Back to a 10-point lead. So much for a good Kings defense. Beast working on Steve-O. Steps back, and it's got the foul and the bucket. He's contending he was up top. It could have been down low too. Steve-O got to control his contest a little better. The Braves looking for a spark offensively.
Yeah, we talked about how you're talking about the down low foul. This is really about the player safety issue. Having allowing the offensive player, jump shooter, whether it's jump shooting or layups, having the landing space necessary.
So good for the fans in attendance and those of you watching at home to get back-to-back games for Beast, Lin Zijie, who, like we said, is coming off of their kind of a high ankle sprain in the opening weekend series, but playing back-to-back, which with a 13 roster spots on the team and a registered roster up to 19 players, teams are afforded a little bit of that roster flexibility. With the Braves very intent on not losing two in a row at home.
Are they looking at whether that's a two-point shot or three-point shot?
Could be looking for the severity of the foul if it's something down low.
Could be.
You can also hear Roger with the producer turning up their mics really loud. Not happy about the three-point defense. Another look at this one. Beast hit on the right elbow as the shot was going up. He played 24 minutes in yesterday's game. Not a crazy amount. Starters, Jolin played 32, Jet played 30. Were the leaders for the domestic players, but they spread that time around. Though we do expect plenty of substitution in today's game. He makes the free throw. Haitingan, definitely a threat to steal the basketball from dribblers. Two-man game, JJ to Mason. Running low on time, he goes to the basket, and Mengxue got caught with his hand, committing the push. Only the first foul by the Braves in the second quarter. And free throw by Mason. Already got 7 points, 2 of 2 shooting. Interesting enough, the Kings were defending the Lioneers really well with Mason playing center against Buller in that second quarter. back in Hsinchu. Of course, the Lioneers got their act together for the easy win in the end, but that was kind of a funny feat, as Zaitsev might have had that slip out of his hands with the left, but makes the right-handed hook shot. He's helping up on D as Mason airmails that three-point attempt. Bouncing in between the media tables and the LED boards on that side. Migo will check back into the game, as will Yang Xingzi. Kings with a 7-point lead. 5 minutes into the second quarter. Lai Ting-en with speed. There's a foul on the near side. 13th foul by the Kings in the quarter.
Kyle, you bring it up. You bring it up. You handle. You handle.
Kyle's back in the game, along with Jet.
And then,
we'll see who runs the point for both teams. Jet driving middle. Had that poked away by Lai Ting-en. Got it back. Zaitsev trying to find space, barely put it up. Got another chance and a foul from behind. And she's just trying to get the foul called on himself. It would be an oddity for Thomas Welsh to be in foul trouble, though. We get another look at that. It should be on Welsh. Zaitsev makes the first free throw. Bringing his point total to 9 to go with 5 rebounds. Too strong on the second. Kyle running the point indeed for the Kings. Brings it to Amigo. He'll fire from deep, too strong. Team rebound by the Braves. Singletary through the middle, through everyone, lays it in with the right hand.
Well, Mike Singletary probably has one of the best body controls in the league.
That'll lead to what I assume is a Kings timeout. Seeing the Braves reduce the lead to 4. But like I was mentioning, Thomas Welsh commit the foul on a previous possession. But his per 36 foul count only at 0.6. Quan, you found that before the game, and that's pretty incredible for a center who's expected to defend the middle and sometimes close out on shooters.
Well, he hasn't met Simple R yet. Maybe that count would go up when they match up, when they finally match up.
The Kings with 10 three-pointers is the high in their short history for a half. Thanks to our broadcast partners, Momo TV and FTV, for helping us out with those stats.
Well, after allowing 7 threes in the first quarter, the Braves are tightening up on the three-point closeout against the Kings.
Throw it back if you got a 3. Good. If not,
very important, as we mentioned.
If not, Tom, go right into a side pick and roll.
Do love their perimeter game.
Attack on this side, okay? If you got room, you can shoot or operator drive right to the basket, all right? Here we go. Here we go. Kings on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, have you come on this side and KJ lifts up?
We mentioned Thomas Welsh in the victory against the Braves. At 23 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Quite a stat line. I got to all 5 of the positive stats you can have for players. You always hear the jokes about double-digit turnovers as part of certain players' triple-doubles. Don't No one should see that ever. Actually, the Plus League record in turnovers for any single game is 9. Migo working on Singletary again. He forces it out. Now Kyle, with some space, lays it in with the left hand. Zaitsev a little slow there.
What did they call him? The new Taipei Kings Derrick Rose.
Zaitsev driving, runs into a defender, but lays it in anyway. Shoots it a little bit late to the block. For the charge, I suppose he was trying to get. Back to 4-point lead for the Kings. After the pick and roll, foul and one. Thomas Welsh at the basket. It's pretty clear that the Kings keep things simple. Love to have that shooter in the corner. So your help in this case is Lai Ting-en. We'll check who that foul is on. It is Zaitsev, his second personal. A smart player that previously fouled out against the Lioneers in their second matchup, where the Braves prevailed in the end. Thomas with 14 points. This is a free throw.
But then Coach Rogers usually pretty trusting in terms of having his guys on the court, even when they're in foul trouble.
Yep, we mentioned that yesterday. They probably can afford to do so these days with a full roster. Jump pass by Jet and Zaitsev. This is the quick layup. Probably was surprised by that more than anything. Kings, chance to extend on the lead. Migo puts up the left-handed Welsh. Finished the possession with a slam on the putback. So great to see how happy he gets coming down the floor. Jet baseline cut off by 3 Kings. Zaitsev will nail the 3. Minutes to go in the first half. Cross pass to Amigo. Avoids Singletary and splashes down the three-pointer. Jet will try to answer. There's a bad brick, but Ray is there to get the basketball back. Singletary Zaitsev pick and roll. Singletary too strong. And a loose ball foul by Yang Xingzi. Referee called him holding on to Zaitsev. Another look at Welsh. No one put a body on him. Got ahead of Zaitsev.
Welsh is such a smart rebounder. As we were talking before the game, he's also the only guy that's still averaging 20-20 in the season. Also the current rebounding leader in a single game with 28.
This has been a crazy month for individual records, but we won't get into that till later. Zaitsev missing another free throw.
Hey!
Last season he was, maybe a little to my surprise, only a 65% free throw shooter. 1 for 2 trip. Omar's in the game, playing center. Screen for Amigo. Got Singletary all over him. KJ comes to provide the help and throws it to Singletary. Trying for the fancy assist. Joe Lin can't quite punish the Kings for their mistake, but Zaitsev for the offensive board. Now to the basket, to Zaitsev. There he slams it home. Kings falling asleep after the offensive rebound. You can't do that. 11 assists for both teams. Aldo Amigo, who avoids Joe Lin, almost got another three.
There's a lot of holding in that paint, too.
Another Zaitsev Singletary pick and roll. Ray back to Singletary, who knocks it down. You see that more often this season. Singletary working with the Hoping crowd. The Braves cut it to within 2 points. 2:15 left in the second quarter. Get another look at Joe Lin. Assist to Zaitsev. The help was too late. Then what all good players will do, try to go seek the basketball out.
Relocate.
Well, of course, we say off-ball shooters will create a lot of openings for their movement. But some players like Singletary aggressively seeking the basketball, and the defense fell asleep once again.
The Braves are slowly pulling away on the rebounding battle, now 26-20.
Crucially, 9 offensive rebounds.
We're getting good looks. Let's extend this lead going into the half.
By 4 players.
Let's be on the glass.
That is something I asked Roger about last season. He said, of course, when teams are down, they're going to crash the glass on the offensive end to try to get more possessions. And if you're the Braves, that is especially true when you have bigger bodies on average.
Yep.
But even so, guys like Leitingen and Joe Lin have the good vision and good anticipation to get some rebounds themselves.
If you look at the first game that the two teams met, the Kings also got out-rebounded by 10. But they countered it with a fast attack with three-point shooting, and that is probably their game plan for today as well.
They're at a deficit in terms of possessions, but that three-point shooting, 11 made threes to 6 made threes by the Braves is a net of 15 points. Gotta do the math there. A little bit. Winston's in the game on the top of the zone, number 14. Welsh, deep position, hook shot is in.
Great find by Kyle.
Lin to Zaitsev, over to Winston, left alone. Missing the three, and Singletary. Pump fake, can't finish. Ray can't finish either.
Well, that's 2 more offensive boards by the Braves.
The Singletary relentless in his pursuit of the basketball, this time on the loose ball. Steve-O's trying to guard him. From the corner, Singletary. Another three.
Can't go under the screen if you're defending Singletary from 3.
Just a 1-point lead for the Kings as KJ fires a quick shot and a quick answer. I didn't think it was 2 for 1 time yet, but kind of felt like it there. It's kind of a starting lineup for the Braves. Winston to the middle, his runner. Usually so reliable, but the Kings come away with it. Kyle, head of steam. We call out off of the Kings. One thing's for certain, teams who come into Hoping have got to be very wary of Braves runs. This is only the second time in league history that both teams have scored above 60 points in the first half. Good job on the stats, people. Really on top of things here.
Well, like you said earlier, the Braves are really good in adjusting, whether that's back-to-backs or whether that's from the first quarter to the second quarter. They're good at it.
Berlin left alone makes the bank shot. There's a one-possession game. Ego missing the three. That's a 2 for 1 after the Braves collect the rebound. Joseph Lin waiting the clock out. On the Zaitsev screen, the hook pass, a little off the mark, so he'll put up a tough one. Banks it home. Clock still running, so Kings one last chance. Puts up a tough shot, almost banked it in himself. Looks like they'll be calling a foul though. Singletary beside himself. I'd like to get another look at that one. There were 3 or 4 Braves in the area of Lee Kai-yin. But if they called the foul, something they cannot reverse. But they'll go to the monitor to check 2 or 3, maybe even assess the severity of the foul. The referees made a very conscious effort to go to the monitor when they're unsure. Pretty crucial because it is only currently a 1-point game. Very high-scoring affair.
This might also decide who gets the lead and heading into halftime.
Zaitsev, the leader in the Braves in terms of scoring, already with 20 points and 10 rebounds. Here come the refs. They wave it off. They must have assessed it after time expired. We'll make sure the scorers table get that all sorted out as the 2 teams head to the locker rooms, and what we thought was exciting back and forth yesterday, even more fireworks in this one. Game 17 of the Plus League regular season is a high-scoring affair. We'll go to the break before some halftime analysis.
忍耐一下，马上抽到就有可能是你可以获得。我们会有抽出8位幸运朋友。我们要先来再一次欢迎我们台湾大哥大林之成总经理，欢迎来帮我抽出总共8位。那我们有8个奖品，我们先抽出前4个，可以获得由台北保时捷中心所提供的917原厂模型车跟新春红包袋一组，总共4位。先来抽出第1位5445。5445中的就赶快来到我们从篮筐后方下来，找我们工作人员来报到。5445第1位，第2位是3628，3628，3628，赶快移动一下，来到我们旁边来找我们工作人员。再来第3位0115，0115，0115，赶快来移动喽。再来第4位4067，4067，4067。好，以上这4位是可以获得我们的台湾保时捷的模型车还有红包袋。再请总经理帮我抽出4位，可以获得由台湾大哥大所提供的 GeForce Now 的白金方案180天的免费优惠码。第1位6982，6982，6982。好的，被抽到了，赶快移动到下方6982。再来是第2位0552，0552，0552。再来第3位 6781，6781，6781，赶快第3位来移动一下脚步，最后一位2188，2188，2188，赶快移动一下你的脚步，来到篮筐后方，找我们工作人员报到。好的，谢谢我们总经理，待会再来帮我们颁奖，谢谢。好，再来我们要来请到的是我们刚刚在我们新春过关拿好礼的参赛朋友，先来到我们场中。好，总共4位嘛，很棒，都是帅哥就有得玩了，就前2位一组好不好？后面2位一组。好，比尔，我们要来教大家怎么闯关。人家说新春都要过5关拿好礼。好，如果有他们的朋友可以帮忙他们拍一下照片。来，先看一下你们的后方跟你们的前方。待会第1回合就你们2组，那你们一个从那边出发，一个从那边出发。好，比尔你先过去好了，示范一下。对对对，待会出发点会是我们的跳跳嘛。第1关考验你的弹性。身为一个运动员，很重要有一个弹性。身为职业的球迷要有弹性。好，第1关你们就两 PK 哦，你们是队友。
Welcome back to the broadcast. It's halftime here in Game 17 of the Plus League regular season. I'm Ryan Chen, your English play-by-play, joined by Kuan for the color commentary. And on screen is Wang Xinkai Shin, color commentary on the Mandarin side, and Mark Keon Kwei Kwei. Looking through the stats, Kuan, really good flow to the game considering there's only 14 combined fouls and 6 combined turnovers. Both teams able to get into their offensive.
The good thing about the turnover is that for the Brave side, I think it's a focused effort to not allow too many turnovers so that they won't open up the floor and get easy baskets like last time. And the other area of focus is that the Braves are currently leading the rebounding battle by 30-21.
Also, we talk about the offensive side of things. Currently, 5 Braves and 6 individual Kings have made threes in the first half. Seems like the pace and space that people talk about is really at play for both teams here who are playing a similar style.
If you look at both teams' lineups, all 5 of them, when deployed, are basically outside threats from downtown, playing a 5-out game.
Somebody who we've not seen a lot of, but we expected a lot out of, former MVP and star player for the team is Jet. They're on screen, but he's kind of hampered by 3 fouls that came pretty early in the game for whenever he gets on the floor. His effectiveness has been a little bit limited because of that hesitation.
Yeah, that definitely affects his aggressiveness, his wiggle room basically to create offense for himself. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, he has struggled with his efficiency a little bit. So we'll monitor that for the second half as well.
On the other side, Thomas Welsh is the leading scorer with 18 points, but not doing it from the outside so much as getting his work on the inside. There we see the team combined stats generating through the Plus League calculator. It's a 1-point game. Pretty accurate shooting, but be key for the Braves always having the edge and rebounding. Leading that 28 to 20, the 4th row on your screen on the graphic. The assist numbers pretty high up there as well. And I mentioned in the top of this halftime analysis, the low number of turnovers, but Thomas Welsh, 7 from 8, shooting from 2-point range. His roll game is playing a big role in this one. Also had a number of and-ones at the basket as well. More halftime analysis. Thank you for tuning in to this Plus League broadcast.
套餐兑换券，而且我们很贴心，2份。好，那么我们志凯来帮我来到前方，跟我们一起颁发，我们一起来准备纪念合影。来，再来，左手边可以获得由我们烧肉 Smile 所提供的餐券，也再次欢迎志凯。来，我们靠近一点。好，谢谢志凯跟我们带来这么棒的礼物，那么也恭喜以上4位非常用心，比个赞好不好？笑容。 哇，鞍马王子的笑容非常好看，谢谢志凯，也谢谢4位辛苦的参赛者，我们到后方来领奖。好，再来我们要邀请到刚刚已经被神预测抽到的朋友，再一次有请我们的林之纯总经理来为我们颁发奖项。那麻烦拿到模型车的站靠近我这边，你们的右手边有我们台北保时捷中心所提供的917原厂模型车，还有红包袋。那左手边帮我站上的是获得我们的 GeForce Now 的白金方案优惠码。好，那我们的总经理也帮我拿着，谢谢。好，我们来看一下，模型车帮我一起拿着。好，稍微往右手边一步。你们的左手边，谢谢。你们的左手边，谢谢。好，看前方哦。好，谢谢，恭喜以上神预测的朋友，也谢谢林之纯总经理为我们颁发奖项。也要提醒大家，在我们的每次主场进场，大家记得进场是要领你们的预测券。然后进场每一次都会准备不同的题目来预测，可能是今天首位得分的勇士球员，或者是像今天的题目，第一位站上罚球线的勇士会是哪一位？就来试试看今天的手气。那么我再来确认一下我们应援任务，我们在上半场勇士送出了几次火锅，我们来确认一下，也请大家今天在比赛结束后，你们的票根或者是你们的电子票券的画面一定要记得保存。我们确认一下，目前两次的火锅次数，我们今天的目标锅王要让对方锅王，我们要累积5次，所以下半场还有3次。我记得第一次应该是苏伟的在底线的火锅，所以还有3次我们要靠各位一起来努力。那么待会下半场比赛，现在我们只领先1分，但是领先就是有机会获胜的可能，所以下半场你们的拍拍手、你们的喊声都要继续来为勇士队加油，谢谢各位。
COVID-19 cases are on the rise once again. Be sure to practice good habits by wearing your mask and washing your hands. Fans on their phones, I assume, are checking out the highlights from the first half of this game. New Taipei Kings in Hoping Gymnasium for the first time. There we're checking out the top scorers on the King side. Thomas Welsh with 18 points, followed by Kyle Lee Cayenne's 11 points. Hong Kai-jie made 3 threes for 9 points. And on the Brave side, Igor Zaisev leading the team with 20 points, followed by Michael Singletary, 6. 3 players on the screen with a 6-point. Brendan Smart doing it off of offensive rebounds, and a made 3 Beast coming in with his effectiveness and skill. Meanwhile, Joseph Lin making some of the shots in the lane and from mid-range with his runner. He's well known for that. Currently, the Kings, as we mentioned, tied for 2nd place in the 16-plus league, while the Braves fell to 3rd place. Fell to 4th place, excuse me, after their loss to the Lioneers in last night's action. Thanks for joining our broadcast. One more break before we bring you the second half after this. Prolific scoring by the two teams in this one, leading to the Braves a 65 to the Kings 64 points in the first half. Executives for the Fubon Bank and Corporation on hand to take in this game. Fortunate for everybody around the world. Saturday, Sunday, first and second of the year. Somebody should remind that fan to put her mask back on. Though in Taiwan, you are allowed to take your photographs, taking your mask off temporarily. We see the replay, and the 3 attempt was waved off, so they're saying the foul came after the buzzer, which is an interesting take on the call, but technically it is correct because the shot goes off before the buzzer and any foul, potential foul, happened afterwards. So including interesting interpretation of the rules, and by interesting I mean something I never think about.
Yeah.
Anyways, currently, to be quite frank, audience, we're kind of scrambling because there's so many threes made in that first half. We're trying to figure out every record, whether it's threes made in a single quarter, threes made in a half by a team, or threes in a half made by the two teams combined.
But yeah, to recap, you're referring to the Kings making 12 threes at halftime, which has made this game certainly very interesting and has kept the game close despite the Kings being out-rebounded by nine rebounds.
Previously, the Braves made 12 threes in the first half in their opening game against the Dreamers. As the action gets started once again, Kings start with that on offense. Amigo around the curl, he'll fire away and hit a 3.
That's another 3.
Starters for the Kings and starters for the Braves. Joe Lin, guarded tightly by KJ. Zaitsev left alone. He shoots and misses his 3. Singletary almost got another offensive rebound. Another bounce pass to Welsh, but this time the Kings get in the way of it. Errant pass as the shot clock was running down. Here come the Braves. Singletary. They swing it around to Joe. With space, his runner is no problem. Amigo back to Welsh. Over to Kyle. Got the foul on Ray on the closeout.
Tom, they switch. Dive.
Mongshire has 2 personal fouls. Amigo picked up the dribble. That's Kyle, the tough runner. It's out, he got his own rebound. Reverse layup, that's a fancy one. He finished with a left hand.
Pistol, amigo, pistol.
Kings back up on top. Swing for Jet, he shoots a tough one. Might have missed everything there. Amigo, Butterfingers, and the Braves try to start the break. No one left but Jet, who finishes with 2, tying the game at 69. Coach Mershon is going to let them play. Amigo around. Singletary flings it with the right. Now Thomas Welsh gets, would you consider that a mid-range shot?
Well, I'd say that's a close shot.
That's not answering their question. Joseph off the screen, back to Zaitsev. Facing a little bit off for the Braves in this possession. Now Singletary from the logo leaves it short. Ahead KJ with the bank shot, too easy.
The Kings caught the opportunity to push the pace.
11 points for the rookie. The basket now, Zaitsev swings it around. Ray's mid-range is all net. Kyle off the double screen. KJ off the curl. Joseph Lin got his hand on it. It'll be out of bounds. 10 seconds left on the clock. Jinsu close to the basket. Back to Kyle. Block shot by Singletary. Good Braves defensive possession. Zaitsev now directing traffic. Be a foul call on Xingzi. His arms in the wrong place and take a little rest against the backstop there.
That is his fourth foul.
Player we think can afford to commit a number of these fouls with other players behind him. Aaron pass, and Kyle will get the steal, lays it around Zaitsev and misses the reverse, and here come the Braves. Joe Lin left alone. He's a lethal three-point shooter and buries it. I think that was the Braves play call, but it worked out. Now Migo will try to answer too strong. Xingzi almost poked it away. With Joe again. It's Zaitsev on the post. Out to Momshire. His three is no good. A lot of screens for Kyle. Good hands by Momshire. He's leading the break and dropped the basketball. Not a top candidate, I would say, to lead the fast break as Amigo prevents himself from flying out of bounds. KJ with the off-time shot. Bad miss. Got his own rebound back. Kyle from deep. Two doinks and out. Braves once again with a 1-point lead about halfway through the third quarter. Zaitsev on the behind the back pass from Joe. Can't hit.
Lucky break.
KJ from the corner. It's out.
Got two. Stay here. Stay here.
We challenge Joe Lin and another miss. Seems like the guys are got a little bit fatigue going on. Only two made threes. Those came early in the quarter.
Perhaps all the three-point attempts in the first time got them tired.
Turn to average. No looking pass. Xingzi finishes off the possession with two. KJ. We need to start a dime segment.
That was a beautiful assist.
And that's the thing about Honkai Jie. Not a guy, of course, you'd expect a lot of stats from with the players they do have. But he will flash those beautiful dimes every once in a while.
He is someone that the Kings are trying to mold into more of a one position.
There's a timeout and stoppage in the action as the players catch their breath. Kings up by 1 here in Heping. We'll go to a break. Anthony Tucker sitting nearby, taking in this game. Go to pleagueofficial.com to get directed to all teams' ticket portals. The fans, if you're a little bit confused, joining us a little later, are participating in the Braves in-stadium camera where they have the Taiwan Mobile, what would you call that? The icon logo? The sphere? The sphere. Good call, Kuan. That's why we have 2 people on the broadcast going around with it.
It doesn't look as good when you don't have the sphere thing on the on the monitor.
Good thing you guys can catch it earlier in our broadcast. We got a timeout here in the 3rd quarter. More back and forth action between the Kings and the Braves. But after the prolific 3-point scoring in the first half, things kind of slowing down in the 3rd quarter. We talk about could be fatigue, could be law of averages, or it could be the 2 teams making defensive adjustments. Zaitsev again wrapping a brand around his right arm. Saw him put that on in Xingzhuang against the Kings. Something bothering him. Deep pass, and Welsh could not get the second one as Jet overshoots the layup, and Singletary misses the putback, misses another one. Frustrated with himself, but might be given a little bit of leeway playing on a back-to-back. Jet with a rare layup miss in transition. That's where he thrives.
Wow. The Kings caught 3 breaks there.
KJ with a nice head fake and called for traveling. Got too fancy with that move there.
Yep. Can't fool the refs.
Behind Jerry Tanyowei, he, among the Plus League rookies from this season, is playing the 2nd most minutes, 25 per game.
Which makes sense, right? The Kings have one of the younger cores in the league.
A deeper lineup. Steelers led by Coach DeMarcus Berry, who attended yesterday's games, it turned out, letting a lot of his rookies play. Now Zaitsev gets the putback after Singletary occupied Thomas Welsh's attention. Jump pass. JJ couldn't find an opening. Amigo left to shoot that tough shot in Smart's face, but too strong. Now Smart down low, Singletary with a nice assist. Braves with a 3-point lead. Another KJ 3 from the corner and another hit. And immediately, I think fans, you could hear Coach Roger giving a lot of intense instructions, shall we say. As Singletary powers through for the and one. So that's what it takes, Kuan. He kind of needs somebody to foul him. Get more accurate. Say that facetiously. The JJ. First foul on the shooter.
Well, like we said earlier, Singletary is probably one of the stronger players in the league we have.
After the made free throw, his point total is 19 to go with 10 rebounds. Beast checks back in the game to round of applause. Even though the scoring kind of slowed down, keep an eye on this. Assists, 18 for the Braves, 17 for the Kings. Haven't said his name much, but Kyle knifes through for the lay-in.
Oh, Zaitsev taking himself.
Two-man game with Beast doesn't open anything up, so it's Lightinga with a push shot and a beauty. 3 points in the first half, got his first in the second. 5 in total. Nigo avoids the traveling call. Now loose with the basketball, Smart. Got a 4-on-2. A deep pass to Lightinga, it seems like a mistake. Beast from the left side, his three is out. Two Golden Air players marking each other right now. Beast and Amigo away from the basketball. Kyle pull and missed badly. There's a, as bad as a brick we've seen from Kyle. From deep, Zaitsev off the mark. Amigo taking himself, got the foul out of Smart. But when all things aren't going well, the Kings can rely on their veteran number 6.
Can't allow a first step on him. He'll make sure he's a master at getting to the foul line.
Kyle will go to the bench. Kind of feel like the Braves are very intentional about keeping him off the board in a very significant way. Amigo makes the first free throw. Only of 3 of 13 shooting from the floor. With 13 points after a 2-for-2 trip. Lewis checks in for Jet. It's got to be said, the Kings with only one import, Thomas Welsh, previously tied for first place and in a competitive game against the Braves on the road. Zaitsev, hook shot no good. Smart, extra effort, and the Kings come away with it. Amigo, Butterfingers there. Unforced turnover, unforced error, I should say. Lewis working with Smart on the same side. Active hands by Venti.
8 on the clock.
Lightinga saves it for going back court. Big crossover. Kind of got tied up. Looks like the Kings touched it out of bounds. But look at the time on the shot clock.
Hey, lob, into the body.
Smart. Caught it. So that's why the basketball won't count. You can't get 2 hands on it. That's kind of the trick of the trade.
Yep. It is
less than 0.4 seconds left.
Yep.
If you shoot it one-handed, you might get it off.
we've seen some guys in the NBA do the volleyball tap into the basket. That's the only way to get it off.
For the Braves, only with a 1-point lead, maybe 2 possessions left in the third. Migo with a lane, overshoots the layup. Here comes the Braves, Lai Ting-un. They'll slow it up.
Man, today's not Migo's night.
Brendan Smart almost throws it all the way through to the backcourt. Fire it from top, off to the left. So 1 possession for the Kings. Try to take the lead back. Smart commits the foul on the drive.
He's trying to get it up with 1 second.
Bad rotation by the Braves.
There's a second left. He's trying to shoot.
You can hear Coach Marchand try to get free throws off of that foul.
Go here. You jump.
Venti will inbound it. Zaitsev got his hands on it. That'll be the end of the third quarter. So after the third frame, 18-18 was the quarter scoring. We'll head to the final quarter of this one. Braves up by 1.
先来将你自己制作的手举牌。好，看到比尔了。比尔今天来到我们前方这一区，他要选的第1位朋友，来看一下是举着。哎，你不可以自肥哦。他举着比尔，你就选他。大家以后知道要做谁的手举牌了吧？好，让你第一个自肥没关系。好，第一个送出我们的第1位，今天选出第1位的 VIP 会员，我们的小朋友可以带着爸爸妈妈一起去我们的 TGI Fridays 美式餐厅以及德州鲜切牛排，只要凭着勇士的会员卡就可以享有8折的优惠。比尔，再来找寻下一位，这一区的很近哦，如果你有手举牌的举起来，特别制作的。好，第2位马上找到，是不是我们杰哥的铁粉？这一位弟弟可以看得到大荧幕，我们志杰的杰哥铁粉，恭喜你成为我们今天本场赛事的第2位 VIP。好，再来找寻今天的第3位，第3位比尔附近的举起来，让他看一下好吗？第3位他往哪边移动呢？左边、右边。哦，左边、右边，好，往前再来找一下。再一次提醒刚刚拿到的2位小朋友，你已经可以带家人去享用我们美式餐厅以及德州鲜切牛排8折的优惠哦。好，比尔有没有喜欢的？哪一位？哪一位？这个板子是为了谁而来的？我看一下。
Welcome to the last quarter of the Taipei Fubon Braves New Year's Day and day after New Year's Day bash to start off the 2022 portion of the Plus League regular season. I mentioned in the lead into the game, the Kings outplayed the Braves in the fourth quarter. That happened yesterday with the Lioneers holding off the Braves surge. So we see the champs trying to get back into form, shall we say.
Don't get it twisted, though. The Braves are usually pretty good at adjusting in the fourth quarter.
They have the second best net rating in the final frame. And that got dragged down a little bit in yesterday's game after losing to the Lioneers. It's Beast and Zaitsev, Jolin, Smart, and Lewis.
Kickball.
Steve-O on screen.
Well, one of their bigger acquisitions this offseason. Really hasn't shot the ball that well yet. I'm sure he'll turn it around.
Trying to chase Beast. Crosses over, finds some room, lays it in. Got a feeling that bump from behind gave him a little bit more distance to lay it in. Beast with 8 points. Jolin falls over, and Venti with his 3. Leaves it out. Zaitsev, no. Not in the picture for Thomas Welsh's rebound. JJ hits the 3 from the corner. Tie game at 85. The 3-point shooting, though, advantage Kings, 45%. Braves less than 30% now. But JJ committing the holding foul. Definitely a defender that's maybe putting in good effort, but doesn't quite have the smarts or the talent to be an elite defender.
Well, that's all you can ask from him.
Mongshuo down to Zaitsev, but the long arms of Thomas Welsh pokes it into a turnover. Steve-O loose with the basketball. Kings fortunate to hang on. Venti, errant pass, but Steve-O, another lucky recipient. JJ shot, too strong.
In help!
Jolin with some room, the tough zero-angle bank shot. He's got 13. Mason on the curl to JJ. Great execution with Thomas Welsh pulling Zaitsev out.
One of the best off-ball offensive players we have in the league.
Zaitsev thought about it, now shoots it, no good. JJ providing help on the rebound. First game. To Mason, getting the foul out of Ray. So the Kings nullifying the advantage Braves have with Zaitsev in the middle by having him as a screener. Another look at the previous play. No help inside when you play 5 out. The other team's playing man defense. Made free throw by Mason. The former Fubon Brave back in the 2017 through 2019 seasons. Long rebound to Steve-O.
Man, can't allow that.
Now a post up on Lewis. Mason, no foul call. The Braves try to go with early offense. Beast. Baseline to Joe. Spinning and shooting. Might have had that one partially blocked. Kings very intentionally slowing things up. Devo, head fakes, down low to JJ. Another breakdown to the Braves defense. Good playmaking by the French Taiwanese.
Under. Keep it.
There's a foul call as the shot was going up.
Pushing up from behind,
A little bit surprisingly, the Braves have only taken 8 free throws to 12 by the Kings. We've got 2 coming up.
Well, that could be a result from the first half 3-point shooting. Not a lot of contact.
It'll be 3 shots for Beast. Makes the first.
Right here.
9 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Makes another one. Beats last season, was averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 almost 4 assists. Was plus 5.7 per 36. And in fact, even getting some MVP votes.
Yep. Even as one of the elder statesmen in the league, he is still one of the best players.
Shot from the corner is in. JJ heating up. He did provide 10 points in their victory against the Braves in the 4th quarter. Beast will try to answer. His rainbow is out. Winston with the offensive board.
Stay! By yourself!
Mason applying pressure on Jet. Pulls up from 3. Now a team rebound by the Kings. That's what it takes when you have the likes of Zaitsev and Winston. Venti to Mason. Over to JJ. Dribble pull up. He's got it.
Great fucking job! Great fucking job!
And here's the Kings run, leading this one by 5. JJ Jayonza 7 for 11 from the field, 18 points as we'll go to a break. This one heating up in Heping. Part of one last quarter here on week 5 of the Plus League regular season. We have 21 game weeks overall in our season, not including the Lunar New Year's and the FIBA competition that Team Chinese Taipei will participate in February. But so far, similar thing playing out with one man stepping up for the Kings. That's JJ Jayonza, number 10.
This has completely been his quarter. He has scored 12 points so far out of the Kings' 13-point 4th quarter.
Only 2 misses by the Kings. Be a Zaitsev post-up to start things off out of the timeout. Likes the baseline hook, leaves it short.
Well contested.
Venti on the handoff. JJ on the curl. Doubled up, and Jet forces the turnover with numbers. Flies in, overshoots the layup. Winston overshoots the putback. Got a feeling the Braves are pressing. Now Welsh from top. 2 doinks and out, and Steve-O. Really creative loose ball chance there. Zaitsev, only one hand on the basketball. Loses it out of bounds. In the 4th quarter, for the Braves, now down by 5 for a long stretch of this. 2 critical turnovers. Kyle with the Thomas Welsh screen. Steve-O missing 3, and Beast as high as he got. Could not get 2 hands on it.
Interesting to see Coach Marchand getting JJ out of the rotation after his last break.
But he did sub in Kyle Lekai, yeah. Different kind of score, but a scoring threat nonetheless.
More of a creator, at least.
Venti pump fakes, shoots it short. Now Zaitsev with his big paws secures the rebound. Steve-O guarding Beast, who spins his way to a finger roll finish. Braves needed that out of their leader.
And that is 7 points in the quarter.
Welsh pick and roll. His mid-range is all net. Only 2 points for Thomas Welsh on 66% shooting.
Up. That's two-hand push.
Beast hooks it to Zaitsev, who fires away. 2 strong 3 doinks and in. Lucky roll there for the Ukrainian. 25 points for Zaitsev. Mason left alone, easy 2 points.
Well, like you said earlier, this is what happens when you play 5 out. The interior gets left behind.
Scoring in double digits is number 1 for the Kings.
Talk.
Berlin.
Stay up.
Now Beast got fouled driving baseline. He'll go to the line, try to add on to his point total and cut into the Kings' lead. But look at the spin counter move previously. Great to see such high-level basketball between, at least for now, 2 of the top teams in a 16 lead.
Oh yeah.
Joseph Lin running low on time, had that one deflected. Jet saves it. Now Zaitsev driving the lane, leaves his hook shot short. Everything short. In the lane especially. Kings slow it down. Now a foul. Braves only 2 in the quarter. Checking the career stats in leading form. Previous personal high is 12 points. He's got 11 so far, as there's a timeout by the Kings trying to get organized again.
Hey, listen up. If they go zone here.
Speaking of scoring career highs, KJ Honkaije has just matched his previous career high in 14 points.
What game did that take place in?
That I gotta look it up.
We're going straight into. Yep. We'll go
Listening
straight
into
into if they go man.
Kings timeout.
Just go head tap. Straight out of it, okay? Just trying to get you guys a little bit of a rest right now. Defense has been good. Continue to be physical. Continue to contest everything. Being on the boards. 1 shot and done. 1 shot and done. No second opportunities. We don't need any quick shots unless it's a layup. If we can get anything in transition, push, but keep attacking the paint. They're tired now. This is our second game. They're tired. Let's leave it all out there. 4 minutes. That's what we came here for. Let's get this win. Let's get this win. We go. Kings on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Saw previously on the graphic, the Dreamers are the only team to have consecutive victories over the Braves. That took place last year, especially across a couple homestands, where the Braves were reeling 4 losses in 5 games. Braves having a big challenge in this season. They played the most games before the Lunar New Year break. And given their injury situation, given the veteran experience on the team, I would have thought that was a challenge, and it is. Already 3 losses in the season.
Yep, you see it, you see it.
The Braves in kind of a 1-3-1 zone. Find Amigo in the corner. To Kyle to Thomas. Now just a matchup zone, just beating the clock. Beast with a rebound.
Well, you were talking about the Braves' injuries. Well, I think considering the injuries they had so far in the first month at least, I think they fared pretty well.
Beast, his three-pointer is in. Just like that. A 1-point game. 16 points, matching yesterday's performance.
10 of them coming in this quarter too, coming in clutch.
Amigo on Beast. It's a clear out. Deep three. No good. Joe Lin with a rebound. Here come the Braves with a little bit of energy. Through the middle, tough lay-in. Missing the mark. Cross to Mason, Euro steps, and a block shot by Zaitsev. Referees call it Braves basketball. A little of a conversation between Zaitsev and Welsh. You saw Mason wanted a replay. And indeed, the Kings will challenge, in a sense, even if they are unsuccessful. It's kind of the timeout that Marchand wants for his teams with the Braves making a run.
Great time to use the challenge.
A 3-point margin, still at 5. But the Braves making it up in transition especially. The call is confirmed to be Braves basketball. Zaitsev finally getting into the interior with a block shot. His first of the game. He also has 14 rebounds and 25 points. Another look at that one. Mason got around Joseph. Big Z there for the block. Hit it off the wrist. All right. So good eyes by our official there. Some floppy action. Beast on a side. His three-pointer is no good. Man's getting into the game now. Nico to Kyle. Trying to work on Jet. With a lane, loose with it. Lays it out. Winston tracks it down, throws it into KJ. No, he throws it out of bounds. Crazy back and forth there.
Got JJ in, got a shooter in.
Braves have to defend again. Kings want to build on the lead. Amigo on Winston. With the fadeaway and knocks it in. $15 points for Amigo. Aaron pass. 2-on-2. Amigo another try. Almost got it to go. This time KJ commits the foul. He is a very aggressive defender. Mentioned in previous broadcasts, the leader in steals at the UBA collegiate level. Another look at Amigo. Good footwork. Winston, not long enough. Jet left with space. Those big steps, giving him another opening. Less than 90 seconds. Backdoor to Welsh, he lays it in. Great read. Was that Kyle from top?
Yep, that was Kyle.
His 9th assist in the game.
He is really closing in on a triple-double with 8 rebounds and 9 assists.
Just like their previous matchup, filling up the stat sheets. The Kings currently have 6 players scoring in double digits. So another big challenge for the Braves, trying to make a comeback on back-to-back games at home. They open up the season with a loss against the Dreamers, turned it around against the Steelers, no problem. This weekend, down to the Lioneers on the Saturday. Now facing another new team in the league, but proving to be a much tougher opponent.
Well, to be fair, I'd say the rest of the league has caught up in competition. And another note, the Braves have not lost back-to-back games at home, so this could be the first time, or possibly, let's not jinx it just yet.
12 points by Beast ties a personal high. So that's kind of impressive to have multiple games scoring the double digits in the 4th quarter.
It's also just a second game back. Let's not forget that.
What's worked a lot for him is when he penetrates his 2 steps so wide, as we see Zaitsev a little bit behind Thomas Welsh providing help. Lee Cayenne, very few times matching up with Beast, spending a decade over in the CBA. Joe Lin with a mid-range banks it in. They are the Fubon Banking Corp after all. It's a 1-point game. Winston getting the Amigo assignment. Good defensive lineup for the Braves, but Kyle puts up a tough layup. Team rebound by the Braves. They're down by 1. Gonna have a 2-for-1 opportunity though. Kyle down in the heat. Zaitsev dunks it home. You gotta watch out for is the tough screens and tough hits that Zaitsev will provide on the screening action if you're not careful. Might be a leg contusion by Kyle, on Kyle, I should say. So Oscar Galwahal left out of action with some hits to his legs. Also gesturing to his side too.
This is the last thing you want to see, especially in a critical juncture like this.
Yeah, low on time. Pacing is something that teams need if they're especially go down by a couple of scores. So look at it again. Zaitsev. That's a case where I'm thinking he's in position. See, a lot of times players are moving on their screens or sticking their legs out. It looked like Zaitsev was well set there. Kind of just bumped into Kyle in the wrong spot.
I'd say that was a solid screen set.
Certainly a tough thing to call. A lot of big bodies, especially screening in a position where all 3 referees are kind of in everyone's coverage area, as the referees would say.
Seems like Kyle's not coming back.
One of those injuries that is like a stinger. Not severe enough to say that you're disabled, shall we say, but one that is so excruciating that you really can't afford to get another hit. kind of the consideration that hopefully only takes you out for 1 week, 2 at most, depending on the severity. So Venti going to Sen in his first game in the Plus League is in a close one. Over to Amigo with a lane to Thomas Welsh. The help defense came. And the Kings insisting on there was a foul on the bump. I think they'll retain possession though.
Yeah. Short one.
28 seconds. The Kings need a score. They're going to call their 30-second short timeout to try to get organized. But with a 1-point lead, that was a big play for the Braves to break it up and force the Kings, shall they choose to, which they did, to call the timeout and get reset. So no timeouts remaining for the rest of the game.
Amigo, KJ.
Once again, inviting any
JJ,
timekeeping sponsors or potential sponsors out there to jump in.
The first one. JJ curl.
Add their
Tom, come
logo
up.
to the
Amigo,
Plus
coming
League
back for
broadcast.
the second one. Tom, after you said it, pop to 3. Okay? Hey, if we get a shot late, we have to foul. Okay? We'll play the free throw game after us, but get a good shot. If we score, we're gonna play good defense.
So Coach Marchand trying to be very thorough, drawing up 2 play calls and also with the reminders, make shot, or miss shot. I think he even talked about if they get the shot late or early. That kind of makes a difference too. This is kind of the awkward place in the game where 28 seconds sometimes feels like a lot of time, but sometimes they'll go away really quickly. The Beast guarding JJ. Venti inbounding from the baseline. Amigo with Joe Lin on him. Posting up with a hook, and it'll be an offensive foul. Amigo beside himself.
Well, that is a very critical call.
He walked right under him.
I think fortunate, I guess the only takeaway is the Kings, with every foul, will send the Braves to the bonus. We don't take too much time on this because the Braves are trying to inbound. Braves set up 4 in the front court. Joe Lin inbounding. No, Jet inbounding, and it's a foul on Joe. So getting the supposed better free throw shooter. This one's not over yet, though.
Yep. Even if he makes both free throws, it's still a 1-possession game.
And considerably a whole possession left with 21 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Not something with, say, less than 4 or 5 seconds. Missed free throw by Joe Lin, though.
The Braves were already haunted by 1 missed free throw by Jet yesterday, so let's hope that doesn't happen again.
There's 2 misses, but the whistle called, and he came in too early, says the referee. With Roger trying to get the referees on technicality. Not a play that's reviewable, though. So 1 defensive possession, perhaps, or 1 offensive possession. Venti dribbling left. Amigo with space, his 3, banks it in! Memories of the Plus League Finals. Or perhaps the Game 3 that went to overtime.
Oh my God.
I've been saying Amigo's not had a great game shooting from the field and only 5 for 18, but nailing a big one this time. on the southern end of the Heping Gymnasium.
Honestly, that could have been called a foul as well, given how closely Winston was defending the shot.
Looks like they'll be subbing Brendan Smart in the game. Good test on Coach Roger and the Braves. You know they're going to be locking down on Beast. The high score in the fourth quarter with 12.
The thing is, they don't even need a 3. They just need a 2. They need a basket to tie the game up.
They do have a lot of options with almost 11 seconds.
Yep. Still anyone's ball game.
Handoff， 你们两个要用这个 pick and roll。Handoff， you pop， nobody there， nobody。
Just like the Kings, Coach Roger drawing up multiple plays.
I say those are two of the best coaches we have in the league, at least if you're talking tactically.
In the previous game, we haven't mentioned yet, but the Kings taking a big advantage of the final 2 or 3 minutes in each quarter. Want to pull off another one here. Beast from the corner leaves it short. Brendan Smart with the offensive rebound. He gets the putback. Tie game, but the Kings got a chance. Migo pressured in the corner, and he's fouled. The Braves did have fouls to give. Fortunate to get it off before Amigo ended up shooting the basketball. That would have been disaster. 3 fouls on 3 team fouls, I should say. We mentioned coming into halftime, Jed had 3 personal fouls. We got some defensive and offensive substitutions. Venti has made critical shots in his career.
Oh, looks like he's going to be the inbounder.
But Joe Lin back to the inbounder. Gotta keep that awareness. Amigo up top, fires it, and it is no good.
Looks like we're going into the second overtime in this season.
106-106, end of the regulation. I guess it'll be a little bit longer before we get to sleep on a Sunday afternoon before going back to work in 2022. Back with more exciting action after this. Welcome back inside Heping Gymnasium, where the inaugural champs, the Taipei Fubon Braves, after going down to the Lioneers, are going to overtime against the new Taipei Kings. Previous #1 team in the league, now trying to fight their way back to the top spot.
Well, something we kept emphasizing, the difference in offensive rebound really came into play with the last Brendan Smart putback.
Did note that during their timeout, kind of curious to why he would be in the game, and smartly, a good screener when he gets his feet set, and of course the threat for offensive rebound, especially if the Kings might be going a little smaller, trying to match up everywhere on the defensive end.
It will be interesting to see how much Fubon still has in the tank, though. It is a back-to-back.
It's Smart, Beast, Jet, Joe, and Zaisef. KJ, Venti, Welsh, JJ, and Amigo for the Kings. Venti almost turned it over. Foot on the line, his step back is out, 2 bounces. And probably the most nervy defensive rebounding between 2 Braves. A funny moment there. Trying to jump out with the overtime lead. Beast off the handoff, back to Zaisef. His favorite left side is short. Beast rebound and an offensive foul. Flipping KJ with the elbow. Sounds like we'll have substitutions. And indeed, Beast, like immediately with the elbow hook. Not even waiting for the dribble. Missed shot, then a turnover.
Look at this, Kyle's back.
Both teams will be in the bonus. Amigo hesitating now, going to the basket with a tough lay-in around Smart. He's now got 20 points. Just second to Thomas Welsh's 24. Now we got a defensive foul again. This time KJ trying to be a little bit too sticky to Beast.
Well, like you said, he can be a little aggressive on defense sometimes.
3 personal fouls. But not worth it if it's going to send Braves to the free throw line. Beast 18 points, 4 free throw shooting. That one was simultaneous, excuse me. 4 or 5. One for 2 trip. So much for expanding their rotations. Braves through the 4th quarter and now in overtime. A lot of the same guys. Smart trying to guard Amigo. Zaisef provides the help. And low on time, Kyle fires away. Barely out with his 3. Imagine the dagger that would have been. Horn set. Jet in the corner and Joseph Lin airmails the pass. Bad turnover. 3 turnovers by Joe Lin. 13 overall by the Braves. I would say it's kind of in their control, but it's a critical time for number 13s. Kings are patient. JJ guarded by Zaisef. Now Welsh pops 3. Can't find the range. Only 1 for 6 from beyond the arc. Jolin to Brendan Smart. He fires away and hit the 3. Braves take the lead. A lot of time left. Smart with 13 points. Gonna play a big role in this one. Shot by JJ and Smart with a rebound. He's got a nose for it. Now rolls reverse and the Braves will take their time.
Up.
Beast kind of playing keep away all on his own. Spins through 2, lays it in. Timeout Kings. There's the veteran savvy of the oldest player in the Plus League. Feeling the energy in this one. Could not tell me that the Braves were down a game and down through most of this game on a Sunday.
Okay? Actually, sorry, go shoulder with you in the middle. With you in the middle, okay?
Well, the Kings did create a few open looks, just couldn't make them. Maybe fatigue is finally kicking in.
So much for the slow start, Beast. He already committed that offensive foul, that turnover. But this time, just going with good footwork like we know he can. And then Thomas Welsh occupied by Zaitsev. That's how basketball goes. You only have so many guys that cover so much ground.
Also already 21 points in just his second game back.
Last year, all season, in 48 regular season games, didn't have any overtime. And then we had the playoff overtime, the finals between the Braves and the Dreamers in Game 3, that exciting finish. This season, we already had Pilots Dreamers without overtime. Started off with, quite frankly, a poor offensive game by both teams. Got turned up in the fourth. Similar storyline coming here. Like this. Kyle cut off by Jet. KJ to JJ. His push shot is in. Now the lead down to 2. Lai Ting-un almost turned it over. It'll be Beast. And Lai Ting-un over the timeline. They're going to play keep away.
Back to the top, JJ!
The Braves still need to score there. There's too much time left.
Beast setting up for a deep 3, and he smashed it. Woo. 5-point lead for the Braves, not over yet. Amigo with a quick counter, banks it in.
Oh my
This game
God.
is ridiculous.
Are you serious?
Same thing, JJ! JJ, back to the top!
No way to defend it. It's gonna go straight off the backboard. Beast with a lane to Smart. From the other corner, he hits it. Less than a minute left. Amigo. Jump pass. Will reset. Thomas Welsh takes the 3 though. In and out. Kings are gonna play defense first.
Stay in it, one stop, one stop!
Lai Ting-un not played a lot of this game, but his fresh legs and dardiness. It's decisive. His runner, no good. Smart couldn't get the offensive board. Here comes the Kings. KJ with a quick shot, no good. And it's Jet with a rebound. Out to Zaitsev. That might be it. Kings just out of energy. Commit the foul way down court.
Seems like Coach Marchand was shouting foul early on.
Yes, if you could hear it, folks, as soon as the shot was missed. So the new team, you can say, kind of inexperienced playing together. The air completely out of the balloon. The 5-point game. Even a 1-for-2 trip will still mean a 2-possession game. They're still in it. Smart, though, hits the free throw. He's got one more to really put this one away. On the second shot, he hits it as they roll it up. Amigo with a deep 3 off the backboard, no good. Kyle lays it in, but less than a second left. That's the finishing touch in this one. 120 to 115 is the final score. Braves split the New Year's opening weekend plus League Season 2 of 14-9 overtime frame. Will they come away with a victory It was Beast early with 6 points, but then Brendan Smart, perfect 2 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 from the line, putting away the New Taipei Kings.
Man, what a game.
Got so many heroes, so many possible heroes. One of them, Amigo. Really heroics, again from beyond the arc. A crazy finish to this one, still processing myself.
Well, I wouldn't be too down if I'm a Kings fan. Remember, they're only playing with one import so far, so they're still playing short-handed.
So stick around, fans, as we will have a player or a coach interviewed in the post game. And Beast,林子杰 will be the player interviewed.
我觉得因为昨天付出的失利嘛，然后自己觉得就是新的一年，然后付出没有帮助球队赢球，然后今天就比较打得比较主动，然后很努力，就是在球场上，然后就是一起鼓励吧，然后希望可以赢下这场比赛。我觉得就是非常的难得吧，就是把这场赢下来。对，谢谢队友，谢谢支持我们台北富邦勇士的球迷，还有现场，谢谢你。
Giving a shout out to the fans supporting the team.
我觉得就是平时的，就是的训练吧，就是重量训练，还有平常的练球都非常的认真努力去执行吧。虽然每天训练很累，然后就是要保持自己的休息时间嘛，然后努力在球场上训练这样子。
I asked about his matchup against Amigo. Both of them.
他就跟我一样是原住民嘛，然后非常有天分，然后他也非常的努力，也非常自律，然后也看到回来这几年他的表现一直就是持续在高档，然后也帮助新北这个球队有不一样的档次。对，我觉得就是他回来这几年的表现，不只是他个人，也把整个团队都带得不错这样。
A higher echelon of competition. Thanks to Beast for joining our post-game coverage, and thanks to both teams, everyone getting involved to making this an incredible matchup in the Plus League. Got a long way to go in the season, but we'll go to a break before wrapping this one up. Damn it. Stupid score table. It's a final here in Heping Gymnasium where the fans are sticking around for the post-game concert. But I'm Ryan Chen along with Kuan Lee wrapping things up. The next game, Taipei Fubon Braves on a Friday night, taking on last year's chance for Mosa Tyson Dreamers. Kuan, I looked it up. The previous combined scoring high in the Plus League regular season game, 219 points by these two teams on opening day in the 21-22 season.
Well, I'm sure the Braves will be looking for revenge for the opening loss, right?
Over on the Mandarin side, Shin and Mark remarking on the emotional back and forth we've had in a lot of this Plus League second season. And we're quite lucky, Kuan, that for the weekend we're getting to call the games together. We've had two excellent games. First, the Lioneers holding off the Braves. Then in this one, the back and forth Amigo and Beast really just blowing the regular time out with this overtime performance.
Oh, yeah. Who knew yesterday's game was just an appetizer for today's entree? But yeah, we like you said, both Beast and Amigo are legends in Taiwan. We don't know how many times we have seen them match up again. So this was certainly a treat.
We got to give way to the post-game concert. So on behalf of the league, the teams, everyone involved, I'm Ryan Chen. On behalf of Kuan, we'll be signing out of this one. Thank you for watching Plus League Basketball. We'll see you in the next one.